When people say small ranchers can't feed America, I laugh. We are feeding America. We're just locked out of the system. So, I'm building a new one. Let's talk about the American Rancher Alliance, the producer-owned cooperative I'm building. It's going to launch in Florida once we move and then expand regionally and eventually nationally. For decades, 4 giant corporations have controlled almost all of America's beef. They decide what we get paid, what the consumer pays, and who gets shelf space. Most of them aren't even American owned. That's not just squeezing ranchers, that's a national security issue. So instead of begging the big 4 for a seat at the table, we're building our own table. This isn't a corporation. This isn't a private company. This is a producer-member cooperative owned by the ranchers, run by the ranchers, and governed by ranchers' votes. Every rancher gets 1 membership, 1 vote. Shared profit distribution, shared branding and marketing, equal say on pricing, standards, and strategy, and access to grocery store shelf space we secure as a group. No single rancher is the boss. The producers are the board. And here's why this is so vital. No small rancher can walk into Walmart, Publix, Costco, or Target and get on those shelves alone. Not because their beef isn't good enough. It usually beats corporate beef every time. But because big box stores require volume, consistent supply, unified packaging, labeling, logistics, audits, barcodes, cold storage, distribution timelines, and reliability. One rancher cannot meet those requirements by themselves. That's why small American producers stay invisible to most of the American consumers. But together, as a cooperative, we can meet every requirement the big 4 meet without giving up our identity, our story, or our ranch. Alone, we can get in front of the majority of American consumers. Together, we can stand shoulder to shoulder and walk through the front door. That's why this matters. We're starting in Florida because it's one of the fastest growing beef consumption markets and the perfect launch pad to expand from state to region to nation. Every package in grocery stores will have a QR code with real transparency. The exact ranch the meat came from, photos and videos of the ranch, how the animal was raised, what it was fed, harvest date, vaccine schedules, lot traceability, real information, not marketing fluff. And the best part, someone can buy a steak, scan the code, and instantly connect with the ranch that raised it. If they want to buy a freezer beef share, boom, 1 click. This gives ranchers direct-to-consumer power and grocery store volume at the same time. We start with beef because that's where the crisis is the biggest, but the American Rancher Alliance will expand to include American chicken producers, American pork producers, American lamb producers, and any small U.S. farmer raising honest American meat. This is how we break the monopoly. Unite small producers under one national cooperative while keeping every ranch's identity and story intact. Competition lowers prices. Transparency builds trust. Producer control protects America's food supply. This co-op isn't just business, it's food freedom. It's giving American families real choices again. So what do you think? Would you support seeing real American ranchers back in your grocery stores with full transparency, real competition, and a path for small producers to finally stand together?